The UK will soon receive 6 specialist warships capable of launching kamikaze drones and firing sophisticated laser weapons. The Defence Secretary has confirmed that the multi-role support ships programme has been approved and the Royal Navy will receive up to 6 amphibious vessels. The multi-role support ships project will develop a single design to replace the 2 LPDs HMS Albion and Bulwark. The 3 LSD, RFA Mounts Bay, Cardigan Bay and Lyme Bay together with RFA Argus. Royal Navy amphibious assets have been almost constantly under threat of being axed for decades. Multiple attempts by governments since before the Falklands War to scale back or decommission landing ships have been planned or rumoured. Recent uncertainty about whether the Royal Navy can find sailors to operate at least one of its LPDs has not helped. The ability to reinforce NATO's northern flank is one of the key maritime missions that European and JEF nation look to the UK to undertake, and this relies on Royal Marines and appropriate shipping. This announcement ensures the Royal Navy will continue to maintain its 3 core capabilities: the continuous at-sea nuclear deterrent, carrier strike and multi-role support ships enabled littoral strike. Limited detail is available at this stage, but 3 main issues need to be resolved. Firstly, the Royal Navy must decide what form these ships will take, whether essentially just modern, lean manned equivalents of today's vessels or something more radical. As the commando force moves towards light, agile raiding operations and with its supporting shipping pushed much further away from the coast, the new amphibious vessels need to adapt. Navy sources describe the vessels as non-complex warships that will have hangars, a well-dock, generous storage for containerized systems, and an emphasis on the ability to deploy uncrewed systems as well as troops. Secondly, as the government is committed to construction in the UK, industry must work to build up adequate shipbuilding capacity. Finally, and most urgently, the Royal Navy must grip personnel issues right now to ensure it can generate crews for new ships as they are completed in future. A MOU signed with the RNLN in June 2023 to cooperate on multi-role support ships design has not survived contact with reality. In keeping with past attempts to jointly develop naval platforms with European partners, political goodwill and some common needs could not be aligned with differing requirements, philosophies and funding. A Dutch Navy spokesman said the budget is different and the concept is different. That's why we have diverged from the British and have come to the conclusion that we cannot build identical ships. Some coordination on subsystems, landing craft and aviation compatibility are hoped for. No official concepts or designs for multi-role support ships have been published at the time of writing, but BMT has produced 2 iterations of their ELIDA multi-role support ships. Described as a tailorable array of scalable ship designs, developed to explore the complex needs of modern littoral operations. Stellar Systems has also developed a multi-role support ships concept proposal. If 6 multi-role support ships are built, then the Royal Navy now has ship and submarine construction pipeline that comprises no less than 28 vessels. 8 Type 26, 5 Type 31, 4 SSBN, 2 SSN, 3 FSS, 6 MRSS. If we conservatively estimate multi-role support ships will be approximately 20,000 tons, this would add 120,000 tons of steelwork to the program, almost equal to the aircraft carriers. A contract of this size would indicate that a consortium will be needed to build these vessels. It's too early to speculate how this may be executed, but the shipyards at Rosyth, Belfast and Birkenhead may all be involved, and sequencing around FSS will be interesting. Furthermore, if capability is not to be gapped, work needs to begin soon, as the existing vessels need replacing in the mid-2030s. Overall, this is very positive news for UK security and the Royal Marines in particular. Provided the next government follows through on these pledges and the challenges of design, shipbuilding capacity and crewing can be overcome. The UK will soon receive 6 specialist warships capable of launching kamikaze drones and firing sophisticated laser weapons, Defence Secretary Grant Shapps has revealed. Shapps recently told the Telegraph that development has begun for the country's new multi-role support ships, which will be operated by the Royal Marines. The vessels will have the primary task of rapidly transporting the service's commando forces from sea to shore anywhere in the world. But they can also participate in combat operations, as the multi-role support ships will have a dock that can host and launch attack drones. They will also feature a specialized area to mount laser weapons, potentially the UK's recently tested Dragonfire, which can neutralize hostile drones and missiles. "We're not building a ship that can only ever go and storm the beach and nothing else," Shapps stated. "We're building a ship that could be as useful offshore. That could send commandos beneath the sea to their final location." The Defense Secretary is expected to formally announce the multi-role support ship's development during a Sea Power conference later this week. The multi-role support ships is set to replace the country's aging HMS Albion and HMS Bulwark amphibious assault vessels. It will have docks for landing craft, a hangar that can house a Chinook helicopter, and a launch pad for rotary wing aircraft. It will also have a spacious hull to accommodate a wide variety of cargo depending on mission needs. According to Shapps, the promising capabilities of the new warships are in line with the country's goal of winning potential naval battles with China and other adversaries in the future. He said the program also aims to lead allies to invest more in naval power as China and Russia continue to boost their military capabilities. "We're making these critical investments in shipbuilding to build the future Royal Navy needed to deter our adversaries, and then win if they're not deterred," Shapps stressed. Overall, this is very positive news for UK security and the Royal Marines in particular. Provided the next government follows through on these pledges and the challenges of design, shipbuilding capacity and crewing can be overcome.